recent purchase, was buying one and was going to rent it out to my daughter and her fiance. And instead, we gifted it to them as a wedding gift. And they were married on the 31st of December. Now they live in a brand new townhome and able to have ownership and be able to build some equity. And if they start having a family and outgrow that, they'll be able to decide whether they want to sell that investment and take that equity and put it towards another property or keep it and rent it out.
Welcome to the Real Estate Pros Show, where we interview real estate investing professionals from coast to coast, as well as the service providers that serve the real estate investing industry. Our goal is simple: share what's working now to help you improve and scale your business to the next level and meet the pros that can help you get there. Real Estate Pros is powered by Investor Fuel, America's leader in helping real estate investors and professionals build the business you need to live the life you've always dreamed of. Let's start today's show. Property insurance for real estate investors doesn't have to be difficult, but it does need to be there to protect you when you need it. MyInvestorInsurance.com not only provides insurance at 15 to 30% cheaper than traditional agencies, it's built specifically for real estate investors like you. You can set up an account in about 2 minutes, get quotes on properties, turn on and turn off insurance for your fix and flip or rental properties in around 2 minutes without having to talk to anyone directly, all through our portal. There's no better way or faster way to make sure you've got the coverage you need to protect you, and no more lengthy policies either. Once you're set up, you're billed monthly and prorated by the day for however long your policy is active. It's powered by MSI, the third largest independent MGA, with 1.5 million customers and more than $1 billion in cumulative premiums written. Get set up today in about 2 minutes at myinvestorinsurance.com/fuel.
Hey, everybody. Welcome to the Real Estate Pros Podcast. I'm your host, Michelle Kesil, and today I'm joined by someone I'm looking forward to chatting with, David Stockel, who is a real estate investor and agent in the Texas area. So excited to have you here today, David.
Thanks for having me, Michelle. I'm excited.
Sure. I think our listeners are going to take away from all of the knowledge and experience and education that you offer. So let's dive in. First off, for those not yet familiar with you and your work, can you share what your main focus is?
My main focus is helping investors and educating them on the process of purchasing. Primarily, everything I deal with is new construction.
Great. How did you get started in this industry?
Uh, I've been in the home building side since 1989 and the sales side. And quite honestly, in t- 2020, when the COVID hit, um, my daughter was going to UNT and she was stuck in the dorm. And uh, fortunately, the head of HR had reached out to me and said, "Hey, have you looked at the townhomes in a community in Denton?" And I had not. And we went over there and looked at the townhomes, and we bought one uh, rather quickly and moved my daughter from stuck in a dorm, not even be able to go to classroom, into a townhome. And then we ended up having two more students rent with her, and that property we've owned since then.
Awesome. How did you expand from that first investment to where you are now?
I helped my in-laws on their first investment about 25 plus years ago, and then they had bought another investment that wasn't doing so well. It was a single family home, and we were able to sell that home and did do a 1031 exchange for a new townhome. And they wanted to get away from the single family property with all the maintenance and the headaches that they've had in the past. And they had seen, the benefit since I've owned a townhome.
Stop living on an island and join the #1 mastermind in America for professional real estate investors. Investor Fuel is a community of hundreds of the nation's top investors working together to build stronger businesses and better lives. In addition to the amazing community of real estate investors acting as a board of advisors for one another, Investor Fuel members have access to 100% funding on purchase and repairs for our members only, a health insurance program, and benefits and discounts that more than pays for the membership of most of our members, meaning it's actually costing you money to not be a member of Investor Fuel. If you're looking to scale your business and build a business that allows you to live the life of your dreams, please visit investorfuel.com today and book a call with our team.
To invest. So we invested that money into a new townhome.
What are some of the main keys that you feel made the biggest difference in allowing your business to be able to grow and to run smoothly?
Probably the main thing is again been affordabilities. You know, the builders right now are offering incredible pricing, incredible incentives for buyers. It's been a buyer's market for probably the last year and a half. So for investors taking advantage of, and we've seen a lot of investors taking advantage of the opportunities that builders have today.
Yeah. And are like the investments that you own the townhomes, or are there other type of investments that you're taking part in?
We do have one more property in Fort Worth that we're actually going to put on the market, and it's been a single family home, that one that we've had for 25 years, and we're actually going to sell that and buy another. We really like the townhomes because of all the maintenance, the care taken care of. And again, personally been to, unfortunately been to court with tenants. So, it's never fun, but, it's been a lot easier when you have, a managed property and an association that's looking after those things. So we've decided to basically move all of our investments into the townhome realm in the last several years, and it's just been fantastic.
And all of these are in the Texas area?
Yes, yeah, they're all in the Fort Worth area. Recent purchase was buying one and was going to rent it out to my daughter and her fiance, and instead we gifted it to them as a wedding gift, and they were married on the 31st of December, and because dad said, "Hey, if you're going to live together, you need to be married." So, so we gifted them the down payment, closing costs, and now they live in a brand new townhome and able to have ownership and be able to build some equity. And when if they start having a family and outgrow that, they'll be able to decide whether they want to sell that investment and take that equity and put it towards another property, or keep it and rent it out. That's going to be entirely up to them. So that was a really heartwarming experience for us, and pretty exciting. They were already engaged, by the way. I just moved up their time frame,
Yeah.
but I'm a dad, so you
That's a
know,
nice dad.
yeah. So we're pretty blessed there.
Awesome. So you mentioned that you help investors with their purchases as well. Can you expand on how that process works?
I've done several, actually seminars to educate. Mostly my target market is realtors. And I've done several seminars having finance experts there, not just me. I want them to get the finance experts, the mortgage experts that are doing these loans and all those things, and let them understand what's entailed and their different options. And matter of fact, we had our first um, event probably summer of 25. And I've had several successful agents. One agent's already sold three investors.
If you're looking for consistent, high quality leads, look no further than Investor Machine. Investor Machine isn't just another agency, it's the most sophisticated, data driven lead generation company on the planet for real estate investors, and serves the role of being not just a lead generator for your business, but a marketing partner that is helping you achieve your goals along the way. Go to investormachine.com to learn more and schedule a call with our team today.
With me, and she had never sold in rental properties or investment homes, and all three of her buyers were first-time investors. So, and I've seen a lot of pattern of that over the last 6, 8 months, seeing a lot of first-time investors entering the market. And again, I think it's back to they're seeing, okay, uh, the real estate market, especially new construction, has some great opportunities, and uh, it's still one of the best investments we can do for long term. So it's been really heartwarming to see what's going on and being a part of that over the last 6 to 8 months.
Yeah, absolutely. And what are maybe some common challenges or obstacles that you support these people through as they're starting this investment journey?
Well, the biggest obstacle that I've seen with the investors is on a townhome product, you have HOA fees. And HOA fees, for example, in the community that I've been helping them with, are $325 a month. And when people see that, boy, they go, oh, gosh, that seems like a lot. But what I have to do is educate them and say, if you look at a single family home and look at the insurance cost, just the insurance cost, and compare, you'll see that insurance costs in Texas have really risen, especially anybody that owns homes. They've seen their rates go up. They've seen the mandatory 2% deductible. So it's really been educating them and say, well, your HOA, not only they're insuring the building on the outside, but they're also covering the maintenance and the irrigation, and you have property management. So you're getting all that for that cost. So when some people see the numbers, and actually I can do a comparison from a same value single family home and a same value townhome, and show them that actually the townhome is actually more affordable because of the insurance factor. Let alone, we don't know typically on a single family home what, irrigation costs are, and lawn maintenance. You can, estimate those things, but I strictly show them just from an insurance standpoint that it is more beneficial. And then the other thing that I spoke about earlier is the relief of those headaches of, if you've owned any single family rental properties, that you have maintenance, irrigation, fences, all these things that have to be maintained. And those, unfortunately, renters don't take care of as well as owners, right? So those are the big things that we have as far as single family homes, is some of those headaches that we have when managing single family homes. So that's why we've decided to move towards the townhomes as a family. But I've also helped investors. Sorry, somebody walked in my office here. Um, I've also helped investors understand, and again, any investor that has owned a single family home can relate to the issues you have with yards, fences, um, all those things that you have to maintain, especially the foundations, if they're not taken care of, the watering, all that. Those are big things as far as owning those, and they can be costly expenses.
Yeah, definitely. There's a lot to consider.
Hmm.
And what are you most focused on solving or scaling to next in your business?
We're probably going to acquire at least two more properties this year, um, and keep adding to our investment portfolio. Um,
If you're a new or newer real estate investor looking to launch or grow your real estate investing business, please check out Investor Fuel Club. It's a coaching community, but unlike anything you've ever seen before. And you can actually partner with members of our mastermind from coast to coast on deals right in your market. There's no better opportunity to build a consistent business than to literally partner with pros to help you avoid costly mistakes, avoid the need for capital to do deals, and help you eliminate your fears as you're starting your business. Learn more about Investor Fuel Club at investorfuel.com/club.
As a family, I've actually gotten my family involved in investing. Matter of fact, that one daughter that was at UNT, she's a business major, and now I'm actually going to have her as my property manager and pay her instead of an outside source. So just trying to acquire some more properties and then help others by, again, mostly experience base from a firsthand. And again, it's not always been great. So there's always been challenges with investment properties, but understanding that typically these are longer term investments. A lot of investors are maybe holding on to a property for 5 years when they can depreciate it, and then they might flip it to another. And that's kind of where we're at on um, the property that we have in Denton. We're going to actually do that with that one. We're going to uh, flip that one into a newer property.
Awesome. That's exciting.
Hmm.
What are maybe some advice that you can give to those earlier on in their career that you wish you had as you were starting out?
Boy, do your homework, especially, as far as where locate, as they say in real estate, location, 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 right? You got to do your homework on where you're buying the property. Do your homework on how are properties doing as far as rental income, how are properties doing as appreciation, and know where to invest is a big one. Again, in the past, I purchased in some areas that didn't do too so well, and uh, you know, learn a lot of those things the hard way over decades. But the one thing is to really, I want them to not only from me, but I want them to look at the market. You can look at the market through uh, many different Zillows, several things, and really be educated before they invest into uh, real estate because it is there's risk in any investment, but what they really need to understand is it's not a short term investment.
Right. And when you mention like educating and doing the research, is that as far as like finding the right leads and properties?
Exactly. And if I can help them, the reason why I target realtors as far as my number one marketing base is I'm blessed to have thousands of realtors that I've gotten to know over the decades. And if I can't help them, I'm going to refer them to the agent that knows that area that can help them more specifically and be more of a benefit. And quite often, believe it or not, I do refer out more business, but I think that that's serving the customer the best is you can't help everyone in your area, and it may not be right for them, but surely you can help them in uh, other areas, and using those resources that I've have as far as agents in my network is been immensely helpful to others. Yeah, for
Yeah,
sure.
sure, absolutely. The networking is such an important piece. Are you like working on with any networking groups or how did you build your network?
I have. There was a mastermind group in South Lake called South Lake Focus Group. They were going for about 20 years and they kind of fizzled off. Some of the agents have now retired, but they're actually, there's been several revamping. I'm actually going to visit one Thursday morning. That was one that I had visited in the past that is kind of revamping. I've been with a mortgage bankers group out of Fort Worth. I've attended some of their networking. Again, a lot of education for them. Those are finance experts. For me, it's very educational. There, it's really not for me gaining business; is for me gaining knowledge, to be more knowledgeable. So when somebody asks me about something, by the way, if I don't know, I'm going to refer them to that expert that does that for a living. Because I am not a licensed mortgage lender or anything like that. So I refer them to those people that do that for a living. But I think this year, and then one of my goals is to do what we're doing today is, do podcasting. And I think podcasting has really changed, evolved over the last several years. Has obviously become very popular. And what I see for me is I see agents doing a lot of the same thing on social media. And I said, and when I saw your company, what they're doing, Investor Fuel, I said, wow, I really love what they're doing here. And I think that is very wise. And again, you have a vast array of investors and investment tools and opportunities with your company. So I saw that and I said, wow, this is fantastic. But I personally am, in fact, going to be doing another podcast with actually a mortgage banker that I've known for years, and I'm trying to help his business. So I'm going to be there trying to help him talk about the different terms and stuff as far as financing options when it comes to investment properties, and let the expert, which is him, speak about it. Again, not myself. My whole goal is not to shine the light on me. My goal is to shine the light on others, especially the professionals, like, again, my agents and my realtors and sort of my lender friends and things like that, that I'm trying to help their business and help them grow. And as you usually reap what you sow, right? So I've been very blessed with those relationships and over the years that have really helped me make some more sound investments and quite honestly, change my family's life.
Absolutely. That's incredible. Yeah, there's so many different people and networks to build relationships with.
It's key. It's key to me. People need to know, like, and trust you, right?
Sure.
So, you know, are you, I'm in new home sales. Are you just a salesman, right? And can uh, speak with a silver tongue or whatever, or are you really truly caring about other people and trying to understand their situation and see if you can help them? And a lot of times, again, it's, hey, I may not to be able to personally help you, but here's a resource or here's a person that can help you. Um, get what you want, because you got to find out what their situation is. And especially these first time investors, most of them don't know what they don't know, right? And so that's a key for me, is to make sure that they get educated and understand what they're doing, because this is, these are some big dollars that they're investing in, especially if they start accumulating quite a bit of real estate. And as we know, and all any of us have been in the market, it has its ups and downs. But luckily, we're in the great state of Texas where property values are still increasing. So blessed to be here in Texas for sure.
Absolutely. So before we wrap up here, if
Mhm.
somebody wants to reach out, connect, learn more, where can people find you and connect with you?
They can connect with me. My personal cell is 214 212-5775. Uh, I do get a lot of realtors that do reach out to me, especially, matter of fact, they may ask me about another property, another builder, things like that, and I'm going to give them my honest professional opinion, but I tell them in the end, it's going to be up to you and your clients as far as that decision. If you want to email me, my personal email is dmstockel@gmail.com, dmstockel@gmail.com.
Perfect. Well, appreciate your time and your story. Thank you for being here.
I loved it. I loved it, Michelle. Thank you for the opportunity. I'm very grateful.
Of course. And for the listeners tuning in, if you got value, make sure that you subscribed. We've got more conversations with operators like David who are building real businesses, and we'll see you on our next episode.
Thanks for joining us for today's Real Estate Pros Show. You can learn more about the amazing benefits of the Investor Fuel Mastermind community, including surrounding yourself with hundreds of other rock stars, 100% financing for your deals, and members-only discounts from vendors you're likely already using that, as a member of Investor Fuel, will save you more than the cost of your membership. Visit investorfuel.com to learn more. If you're interested in joining us as a guest of this show, please visit investorfuel.com/pros to apply. You can also check the show notes for access to free resources, how to get access to world-class lead generation, and much more. Don't forget to subscribe so you never miss another episode. Have a great day. We'll see you on the next show.